gang? What's up with it, gang? You feel me? It is time. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and. What you sleepy? Huh? Is it not showing up? Yo, yo. Hold on. Am I not? Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. All right. So I feel like this is the best way for me to get out as much information as I can. I've been slacking off of the pod itself, um, trying to do more to pre-record it because I don't really be having a lot of active viewers. You know what I'm saying? People go watch my shit when they can, and you know what I'm saying? So if I ain't until I build me a good community, it's hard for me to expect a certain turnout, which was having me like, nah. But see, I gotta use this as a low key recording to still get my point across, like I do in the pre-recordings, but just more, more time. You know what I'm saying? More time. So that's what we on though. We got a, I ain't gonna say a packed show because motherfuckers get on here like we got a packed show tonight. Hey, we ain't packed. You feel me? We not packed. But I do got some, you know what I'm saying, some good shit I want to talk about. Uh, yeah, man, we gonna do some picks. We're gonna talk about NBA, NFL. You feel me? So, first thing we gotta get into, mainly the main thing this was about was NBA for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I do a pretty good job at covering NFL enough on the pre-recorded side, but basketball is way more games. Shit is way more active. So, I gotta kind of do this live because I need to be able to talk about more things at one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot has been going on this season. Teams are good that wasn't good before. Players are getting better and better. I believe they just broke a record for the most 40-point games to begin the season. Something along those lines. It's getting real. It's getting real out here. So, uh, hold on. Hold on, Stink. 'Cause ain't not trying to get, I ain't trying to get my live taken down for this song. Okay, there you go. Cut it back on a little bit. All right, so, my fault, y'all. So, really, first thing we're gonna talk about is these rookies. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into these rookies and why these rookies are changing the trajectory already. You know what I'm saying? So they're coming in, they're being very more. Everybody is better now. It seemed like the floor of your worst player is still higher than some rotation players a few years ago. You feel me? Like it's really getting to a point where you got to be in your game every single day, and the average points per game I believe is higher this year. Uh, because the Spurs are leading the league in fewest points allowed with 103. 103 being the lowest points and being like a low score is kind of crazy now to even think about. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. Um, hold on. Um, first player we gonna talk about. So I got my own top five. You feel me? It's I guess you would say similar to what's already being put out and how things are going already, but um, I got my own reasons. Uh, so number five we got Con Knuckle. So a lot of people wouldn't really put Con Knuckle at five because Charlotte is not a big market, so he's not getting the notoriety that a lot of these other rookies are getting, simply because it's just not convenient to pay attention to Charlotte. They're not really doing much. Now they did start off the season hot. Start off season hot, and they haven't lost no bad games. You know what I'm saying? Games are coming down to the wire. They're keeping games close. They're playing good defensively. It's a lot of good things to talk about with Charlotte. They were super guard heavy. They got rid of Spencer Dinwiddie. Kept Colin Sexton. Uh, lot of improvements. They drafted the another rookie Ryan Kalkbrenner, and I do like him, and I do want to put him on this list, but as of right now I can't because I feel like the production is higher with Con Canupa on the floor. Um, Kalkbrenner is fantastic. But something about Khan is just it's something about his game. Like his game is so mature. You know what I'm saying? His game is so it looks so polished. Like his shot, when he plays his back to the basket, the way he can control his pace and his own tempo, and he can speed it up, he can slow it down. I love his vision. He has great vision to me. I just feel like he's super involved in the offense. Right now, his stats are averaging 13.8. He's 50% from the field, 50% from the three. Consistent numbers, you feel me? I feel like those are consistent numbers to have on, I believe, about 26, 27 minutes. I think he probably right around that 30 cap, which is not that's phenomenal numbers for a rookie. I'm not gonna lie, phenomenal numbers for a rookie. Um, Averaging 4 rebounds, almost 2 assists. Well, basically 2 assists. 114 offensive rating and defensive rating. He's 66.7 true shooting on 17% usage rate. Now, the usage to me is what stands out with these players because usage is a way to utilize how often the ball needs to be in your hands per scoring and et cetera, et cetera. You feel me? I believe it's mainly scoring, but of course, different factors probably play involved. I haven't got the true definition, but I do know what usage means. You know what I'm saying? I do know what usage means. So, his usage being low like that, 17% on 30 minutes, so he's in there for over half of the game. You're in there for over half of the game, and the ball doesn't need to be in your hands a lot. That means catch and shoot opportunities. You're making the most of that. Dribble drive penetrations, shit like that. Like things are working when he in the game. You feel me? Things are working when he in the game. The percentages matter. Things like that matter. And then just watching the games, like watching the games that he's in, he's probably had maybe one bad game. Which it's a long season, so there will be bad games. We not, what I'm saying, we're not harping on that, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. scary. Now when he has a bad game, it's just like, okay, sometimes things just ain't falling. Sometimes teams are playing great defense, playing whether it be zone, whether it be they got the right man on you. However it plays, the schemes that they run, how they getting over screens, how fouls are being called. A lot of different factors play. But I like Con Canuple. He's my number five. Trey Johnson is my number four. Rookie. That's really making noise for me right now, and he's averaging the same thing on uh, slightly less shooting percentages. So he's shooting 44% from the field and 39% from the three, which is still solid. Through the first 5 games, 5 or 6 games, like that's solid numbers to have. It's and the reason why I like him just slightly more than Khan is because he's athletic. He's more athletic. He's a better shooter by far. I feel like he's taking a little bit more shots because his minutes, he's getting more minutes and it's coming from the second unit. You know what I'm saying? They got him coming off the bench and running with that second unit, and him doing that is solely being one of the focal points of the second unit, which why I feel like uh it's deemed a little bit more in terms of usage. What I'm saying, you got the ball a little bit more in your hands. He's better defensively, 120 defensive rating, and just the same on true shooting. He's down a little bit, what I'm saying, 58%, but that's around the norm for that top five anyway. So I really just love his game too. Like it's just, his game is just phenomenal. So I got Trey Johnson at four, then we got Dylan Harper at three. Dylan Harper coming in, filling his role exactly the way he's supposed to. Now the first game to me he looked a little scary. He looked a little shaky. He looked like a rookie, what I'm saying, had the jitters and whatnot. But overall, you can see it's starting to flow. It's starting to come in. He's averaging a little bit more than them. The last two, 14.4 points per game, 48% from the field on 35% from the three. He doesn't really shoot a lot of threes. He's not really a three-point shooter to me. You know what I'm saying? I love his game to the basket. I love how he can get downhill. Uh, when he shoots from the three, I feel like he's not confident. I feel like he's not confident from the three-point line. Like his confidence comes from motion, actions. Boom, boom, bam. That fast pace, like kind of like how it is in college, which that is now kind of what I feel like the game is going to. It starts with players like LaMelo and De'Aaron Fox and John Wall. When they came in, they started coming in with these fast paced, offenses. Like these are the teams that's gonna run. They running up and down the court. You feel me? And whoever get tired first is typically who gonna win the game. And I feel like now it's starting to work for Charlotte. Now Charlotte's starting to put together. But Dylan Harper is more so uh my third too because he's getting a way bigger role in the offense now that's currently undefeated, leading the league in multiple different categories, the Spurs, and he's a big part of that. He's a big part of that. He's fulfilling his matchups, meaning whether it be defense, whether it be making the right play, uh, it's I feel like he's very disciplined. Of course, growing up basketball household. This is Ron Harper's son. We talk about NBA legend. Played with Jordan, so he's probably been around a lot of people. His brothers hoop, so it is basketball. Is all he's known. So it doesn't surprise me the discipline. It doesn't surprise me that uh, he seems like a good listener. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see him talking too much. I just love his game. I love what he's doing. That's one of the people I did have high expectations for coming in. And these were the rookies that I was all mostly. These are the rookies that I was looking at, with an exception of one, which is the next one I'm going to talk about. Uh, but yeah, man, I love Dylan Harper game. He's great defensively too as well. He's a little. I don't want to say he's bigger, but he seems to be a little bit stronger than what I thought he was on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is all without De'Aaron Fox being in right now. So him filling this role good the way he is right now, it kind of leads you to high hopes for when De'Aaron Fox gets in, and you know what I'm saying, things start to shine in that way. Um, Next we got Cedric Coward, man. Ced Coward, Memphis Grizzlies. I ain't gonna lie, he surprised me. You know what I'm saying? He surprised me. I didn't have high expectations of him coming into the season. He wasn't really somebody I was like, you know what, that boy might be alright. I wasn't really looking at, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I had seen a little bit of Trey. I seen a little bit of VJ. I seen a little bit of Con Knuckle and Kalkbrenner and all them. I was watching them. I like Creighton. I like what that team was doing. So Kalkbrenner had caught my eye a long time ago. I was liking. Of course, everybody was watching Duke because of Cooper and the way Con was can help basically a vital part of that offense with Cooper being on the floor was what stood out to me. Like, okay, Coop doing his thing, but it's a lot to do with what he's doing. Said I had no idea about Cedric Coward. I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't on my radar, but he's playing to a level that the Memphis Grizzlies needed him for. You know what I'm saying? They probably wasn't expecting it either, but they can go back now and you know what? That was a good pick. You feel me? That was a good pick. And it's something that they could take advantage of if he continues to develop and their situation gets a little bit better. It's a lot of looming questions for me around Memphis, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Uh, so yeah, we got 15 points a game, 59% from the field. He's 52% from the three. He got a sniper. I ain't gonna lie. He low key got a little rifle on him. 4 rebounds, 2 assists a game. He's even a high defensive IQ player, better than what I thought. He has a bigger frame. He's getting steals. He's averaging 1.3 steals, 106 defensive rating, but that's just overall totality. I believe he's better at on the road, or it's either on the road or at home. His defensive rating gets a little bit higher. So I'm not, I'm pretty much sold. You feel me? I'm pretty much sold. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty much sold. I like his game, man. I like his game. I ain't gonna lie, I like his game. I'm impressed. You feel me? I'm impressed. And then number one, man, we got VJ. We got VJ, man. He's the best rookie by far. I ain't gonna lie. He's the best rookie by far. By far, he's the best rookie, bro. By far, he's the best rookie, bro. His explosiveness, bro. His ability to play on and off the ball, spacing. He can get to the cup. He can shoot. He can lock up, you feel me? Shit be clamped up, man. Hey, VJ really, and he was showing this in the summertime. The open runs they was posting of him with the 76ers and with other NBA players, like he really looked like he been supposed to be in the league. I ain't gonna lie. And all these players really feel like that to me now. Like that's what it's looking like. Like, okay, you belong here. You feel me? We see that they belong here. I don't know if y'all want to call it overreaction or what, because we still 5 games in. But I feel like this is a good time. You know what I'm saying? This is good, bro. This is good. I like this. I like this. I like where we at. He's averaging 21. It was about 25. He's the last 2 games he ain't been scoring as much. 21 points a game, 49% from the field, 43% from the 3 point, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.2 steals, 124.6 offensive rating, 117.6 defensive rating, 60.5 true shooting on 19.5% usage. The boy nice. I ain't gonna lie, the boy nice. You feel me? The boy nice. The boy nice. The boy nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like VJ tough. You feel me? VJ tough. And I had to get everybody's proper stats right now because without putting without putting the box score behind the highlights, the plays, it kind of doesn't you don't get the same feel. You feel me? You don't get the same feel. Yeah, of course I'm expecting everybody who gonna watch this and listening to this, hear these numbers are watching the games. Like if you're not a box score watcher and you more so like to watch the games, I expect the box score numbers to start to like okay, put it in perspective like, oh, this is what it looks like on paper because that's what that matters too. Now, this how these boys get awards. These how these boys get incentives. These how these boys get paid. You feel me? So these type of things matter, bro. Like these type of things matter. So I'm definitely impressed with all them rookies. They're definitely making their stamp. So those are my top five right now this season. And then now we're gonna get into my next segment is the who and why these teams are legit contenders. So I have three teams right now. I didn't do five because it's only three teams that's really catching my eye, and I do have an honorary mention too as well. But there's three teams that's catching my eye that's not the Oklahoma City Thunder. Feel me? Cleveland hasn't really been playing good this year. I wouldn't say it's a step down because they're still, I believe, second or third in the East right now, but it's it doesn't look the same. Like things aren't flowing the same. Darius Garland isn't in right now, so they're trying to adjust with that. Donovan Mitchell is having a lot of late starts, like I done mentioned before. Like he's starting off the games bad and then trying to pick it up in the end, which isn't gonna work every time. It's just not. These things aren't gonna work every time. So um, I didn't have them in here. I don't have the Knicks in here. And of course, I didn't put OKC in here because OKC is still undefeated, and J Dub ain't even on the court yet. So once J Dub get on that court, the sky's the limit at that point. So you know what I'm saying? Uh, I didn't. This is all the teams but these. You feel me? These are all the teams but these. Uh, but those teams right there, because I feel like a lot of those teams are like a given. Those teams are a given. These teams are not teams we really had super high expectations for. First team is the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs, bro. They are undefeated. You feel me? They're 15th in points per game right now. Everybody's scoring. Everybody's looking good. Everybody's looking fluent. They're third in rebounds per game. Now, being that is, of course, a lot to do with Wemby, but everybody else is getting boards. They're all athletic. Vassell is athletic. Stephon Castle is athletic. Harrison Barnes is still giving you good minutes. Uh, Dylan Harper. I was just talking about him. Like you got a lot. You got a lot to work from. You feel me? You got a lot to work from, bro. And getting those rebounds are second chance points. Those are extra opportunities. You feel me? Those tip outs and all that shit matters, bro. That type of stuff matters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Assists per game, they're 19th. And they're like I said, like I mentioned before, they're first in points per game allowed, bro, by their opponents, bro. You know what I'm saying? 103, bro. They're first. Gang, nobody is scoring on Wemby. He's literally doing whatever he want to do. Whatever he want to do, he's doing it. And nobody's stopping him right now. And again, until I can really see it against the other premier players slash teams like OKC, like Denver, like Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? When I see it against them teams, if it still look like that, we might well go ahead and give him the MVP now. We might well go ahead and give him MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, right now. We might well go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because once he do that, if the first time they play OKC, they beat OKC, let's go see when they play OKC. So I feel like it's gonna be deeper into the season a little bit. If it ain't soon, it's gonna be a little second before we see that. So they play, yeah, they don't play Oklahoma City until December, Christmas. Christmas. They got Oklahoma City. Ooh. Ooh. Christmas, that's gonna be crazy. Like if it looked the same, man, go ahead and give it to Wimby, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But the Spurs are it, bro. The Spurs are it. Like they they look like everything you want in a team. I ain't gonna lie. They look like everything you want in a team with having a anchor, a defensive anchor in Wimby. Like, and this week without De'Aaron Fox. So I gotta put them in there. My next team, sneaky contenders, legit contenders, the Warriors, bro. I know a lot of people ain't gonna feel that, but check it out though. They're 12th in points per game. They're 22nd in rebounds per game. They don't have no real big. Okay, they got rid of Kevon Looney. Al Horford is getting a lot of he basically coming off the bench slash starting, but he not really getting a lot of minutes. He's not really his production rate is probably not nowhere near what it was in Boston. You know what I'm saying? You hardly ever see him. They're running small ball, quick lineups, you know what I'm saying? Putting a lot more pressure on the 3-point line. You feel me? They're putting a lot more pressure on the perimeter, playing zone, things like that. Uh, they're ninth in assists per game. That ball is swinging. Steph, Steph is looking like I ain't gonna lie. Steph is looking like 2024 Steph, 2023 Steph. He's definitely looking like he's still got a lot of strong years left. I don't feel like we've seen a decline from Stephen Curry yet, if I'm being all the way real. We haven't really seen a decline yet from Stephen Curry. And they're 13th in opponents' points per game. So, like, if worst case scenario, somebody gets hurt, right? But this is definitely a play-in team. This is a play-in team. They're they're a team to have to worry about, bro. They're scoring a lot, bro. They're scoring a lot, bro. They look, bro. Jonathan Kuminga is having all-time highs and everything this year. Draymond Green, very, very key piece on that defense. Jimmy Butler is looking better. He's looking comfortable. He's looking well tempered. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I felt like too. I felt like when people start to not be comfortable in the place anymore, they start to get a little bit hot headed. They start to get they're rowdy a lot during the game, and you see a lot of bickering with teams and refs. They always mad about a call, shit like that. Like something happened with Jimmy Butler, he boom, move on, next play. Like I'm loving to see that. Their spacing is phenomenal. I just feel like once their bench really comes into more of the season and they start to figure out them roles and how when Steph Curry gets off the floor, what's supposed to happen still, and people start to fill those lanes correctly, then I feel like they'll look even better. Right now, they look fine to me. Like I really feel like they could be a contender this year. They definitely could be a play-in team, if not securing maybe 6-7. You know what I'm saying? 6-7 seed, and really disrupt a lot of shit now. You feel me? I feel like getting a big is really what's going to help that. Having a big man right now in this league is critical right now. It's critical. Like Philly is playing good, but if Joel Embiid was playing to his level, then they will be looking 10 times better, which is, you know what I'm saying? So you need a big, you need a good big that can get boards, that can help defend that paint, and then that can also stretch the floor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give you a couple shots, top of the key, draw the defense up, bring the big out the paint because some bigs can't even bring the big out the paint for another team because they don't matter. Thank you, Stink. Because it don't matter. They can't shoot, so it don't matter. Um, so yeah, thank you, Stink. So then my first team I got on this list that are legit contenders that look like legit contenders this year, and I'm saying this because of, let me just say it, the Chicago Bulls. Feel me? The Chicago Bulls look like legit contenders because of the conference that they're in, and the East is so wide open still. The Knicks aren't playing that good. The Cavaliers aren't playing that good right now. Uh, they look like the best and most complete team right now. Josh Giddey is being that gritty glue guy. Uh, Matas Buzelis, I'm talking about he out there punching on shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Buzelis looking crazy right now. This is without Kobe White. Vucevic is looking like he done put on a couple years, took off a couple years. You feel me? His play style. I believe he's top 5 in rebounds. Rebounds. He's just out of the top 5, 6. So and rebounds per game right now. You feel me? Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, gang. I ain't gonna lie, gang. This team looking alright, bro. This team looking alright, bro. And right now they're 6 in points per game, 122.8 points a game with Chicago Bulls. Come on now. Rebounds per game, that again, like I just said, Vooch crashing that board. That's really all they got for real, crash the board. Other than that, they are a little guard heavy. Josh Giddey though is getting rebounds, and Buzelis can get rebounds, but they're a little guard heavy. They play more like guards. Um, Assists, bro. They're first in assists, bro, and sixth in the opponent's points per game, gang. They're playing defense. They're locking up. They're manning up. You feel me? It's not a lot of zone play. They're man. You know what I'm saying? They're man. And it really just looks like a complete team. It really looks like without this team is without any all stars. Somebody commented on my TikTok and was like, "Yeah, you want us to nut hug because they playing beatable teams and blah blah blah." Now they just beat the Knicks. The first game of the NBA Cup. NBA Cup started yesterday. First game, they beat the Knicks. This is a contender. This is a potentially Eastern Conference Finals team. A team that's projected to go to the ECF, bro. They just beat them, gang. They just beat them. Easy, too. Easy, bro. They don't have a Karl Anthony Towns. They don't have a Jalen Brunson. They don't have a Mikal Bridges. They don't have a OG Anunoby. That team is full of all stars. That team is full of all stars, gang. Even down to the Jordan Clarkson, he could be an all star. I don't even know if he's been on an all star team, but he could be one. He could have been one at a point in time in his career, for sure, with the right role. Um, Bro, they beat him single handedly, bro. You feel me? Comfortably. So they definitely one of my legit contenders right now. I can't hold you. They're one of my legit contenders, and it's getting spooky, bro. Y'all let the Bulls fuck around, and get momentum. Hey man, it gets spooky, bro. You feel me? But those are my contender teams in the league right now. Um, Now we gonna go. Now we gonna hit this NFL though. Now we gonna hit this NFL. We got the Bears and the Bengals. Bears and the Bengals. Now I'm already gonna post my week 9 predictions. I gotta record it. I mean not record it, but I gotta do it tonight. I already recorded it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I just been There's so many videos I've been trying to drop, been trying to do. That's why I'm going live too, just to have everything in one little hub. But I am gonna drop it. I'm gonna screen recording in a little bit, and yeah, do all that. So, but yeah, man, it's just you know what I'm saying, while we on the pod, you feel me? Why I got the free time, why it's live, direct. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bears and the Bengals. I'm loving the Bears if Joe Flacco doesn't play. I don't know if we have gotten word on if Joe is going to play or not. Let me see. If Joe plays, if Joe plays, then they might be all right. Oh yeah, we were supposed to. My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. Let me go back. Let me go back. I forgot. We got to build us a parlay. We got to talk picks, bro. We got to talk picks. Basketball is more of my hit spot when they come down to betting. So we definitely got to do. We definitely got to do some games. So it's already some games on right now. Um, the Rockets and Boston, Orlando and Washington, Golden State and Indiana, Minnesota and Charlotte, Sacramento and Milwaukee have already played. Sacramento actually beat Milwaukee. Crazy. Beat them by two. Let's go check this box score. Matter of fact, let me, y'all can see. Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at it. Zach LaVine has been giving us 30 balls every game. I think he's averaging a 30 ball right now. A lot of people sleeping on Zach LaVine's play right now, but I ain't gonna lie, he playing like one of the ones for sure. They needed this win. This was a good win too. I don't know if did Giannis play? Oh, like Giannis played too. Okay then. Okay then. We got to watch the highlights from this game. We have to watch the highlights from this game. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that. Okay, Westbrook. Okay, Westbrook. 12, 10. Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay then. Okay then. Let's see. Minnesota beat Charlotte. I seen LaMelo was game time decision. Okay, so he did play. He was a little off. That's expected. Kind a little off. See, with them being off, you know what I'm saying? They're this guard heavy. There is no fill-ins for real. That's the only problem. They're not that deep. If I, they're not bad. They're just not that deep. Like they okay. Like this bench is okay. You know what I'm saying? But if some of the starters aren't contributing like they were, it kind of does hurt them a lot. Um, and this team is more complete, and they got the chemistry. They've been playing longer. It's not a lot of rookies over here. These are all pretty much veteran players. You know what I'm saying? They've been in the league a little while, and Julius Randle is stepping up to fill his role of securing that leadership of the team with Ant being out. You know what I'm saying? 63%, 63% from the field, 50% from the three. He had a 30 ball, 37 and 4. We gonna watch them highlights too. We gonna watch the highlights from the night. Um, this game is 4-4. This game is in halftime. Um, yeah, we gonna watch the highlights. Ah, Magic need to secure another win. They've been looking bad this year. I ain't gonna lie, the Magic have not been favorable. But you need this from your boys though. You need this. Franz and Paolo, you need this from them. I'm not a big fan of Wendell Carter, but he okay. You feel me? Desmond Bain didn't really score a lot, but you could tell the impact from the plus minus. Feel me? What's going on? So that means he defensive matchups, he locking up. Um, yeah, you feel me? No turnovers. So he getting in, he's getting plays. He only played 19 minutes. They probably was trying to put in people that was just getting it hot, putting him in for defense mainly. Everybody pretty much got burned this game, so that's probably another reason why he wasn't in a lot. But this had to be a team effort. Had to be a team effort. What my boy Trey do? Trey didn't play that good. I don't know what Washington is gonna do. I'm pretty much expecting them to make a trade before the deadline for sure. Probably come up off of this, try to get some very vital pieces because they got a lot of young stars. They just need something to control the pace, control control the flow of the game and really take over the game for real, like lead the team in scoring like handedly. Somebody that's a premier player. Hold on now, I'm getting picture mail. Hold on now, I'm getting picture mail now. Hold on now. Uh, but yeah, man. So tomorrow is Sunday. We got a slightly bigger slate of games on Sunday. So New Orleans and Oklahoma City. Uh, I'm gonna have to go back to this. I need to see the spread. 11 and a half. Yeah, they might do that. I ain't gonna lie. They might do that. Uh, they might do that. They might do that. But we need to build a parlay real quick. We need to build a parlay real quick. Yo, yo, don't say nothing crazy. I got you on speaker and I'm live. Yo, you good? What you? What you just called me? I ain't hang up. I said don't say nothing crazy. I got you on speaker and I'm live. Oh, yeah, I'm on YouTube. We about to build. I'm about to build a parlay. You say what? Man, YouTube, I ain't gonna lie. YouTube pretty relaxed as far as TOS goes. It's mainly like sounds and shit. I be trying to make sure I don't play no music or nothing, bro. They will copyright your ass fast as fuck. Yeah. Oh, he bought it himself? Uh-uh. I ain't really seen nothing with the house. I seen the trailer they made for the house, and I seen somebody post like a room, but with that mural of all they faces and shit. But I ain't seen nothing else. Mhm. Yeah, 'cause he I ain't gonna lie, he low key the Kai and they little squad. You feel me? Like he got the most chip. His face is the most known. Uh, you feel me? Like he the most viral, all that. So yeah, he next up. I don't know. It just depends. It depends on how they go about their success. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Ray right now is making the most deals. Like him having that sponsorship with Adidas and having his own clothing line and all that other shit he trying to do. Like he gon' yeah, bro. He talking about, and then he talking about he finna retire. I said, oh yeah, he baiting niggas. He trying to maximize profit as much as possible. These still the opening credits thing. Yeah, the movie just came on. But yeah, though, I'm loving that for them though. You know what I'm saying? They deserve that. Yeah, they deserve that. All right, all right. So see, I want to see more picks, but what I like. All right, so let's build a parlay, y'all. That was my cousin. I wish he'd get on with me, but he probably doing something though. So I don't like them on the spread. So I don't like them on the spread, but I do low key like Shea on points. I do like Shea on points. We like Isaiah Hartenstein on rebounds, so I always move this a little bit. So we're gonna put this at 8. Feel me? We're gonna put this at 8. Feel me? I like him on rebounds, and I like Zion on rebounds too. Mm, yeah, I like Zion on rebounds, so we're gonna put this at 5. Feel me? Secure 5 boards. Yeah, Isaiah Hartenstein. We like that. We like that Shea, and we like. Do we like the spread? Nah, we don't like the spread. We don't like the spread. We don't like the spread. We like Shea PRA. Yeah, we like Shea PRA for sure. 43 and a half. That seems a little low to me. If I'm being real. If I'm being real, that seems a little low. Let's see. Do we like the team total? 121. I'm not tripping on that. I'm not tripping on that either. But we not putting that on the parlay. So far we got Isaiah Hartenstein, Zion Williams, uh yeah. Oh, and Shea PRA. Then we got the Hawks and the Cavs. Uh Hopefully Donovan plays. I don't know if he gonna play or not. So they don't have any player props up right now. They just got the team total. Um we like the Cavs though anyway. No Trey Young, so the Hawks definitely got to find an identity right now. Cleveland is 3-3 as well, so if Donovan and Jarrett don't play again, definitely draws a little bit of concern. I probably would take this game under 231 and a half. I mean 231. Um, yeah, I probably would take this game under. Again, you kind of want to run from the money a little bit, not too much. Low key might take the Hawks on the spread. The spread seems kind of low to me, so. But we still like Cleveland money line. I feel like they still had an overall better team. 76ers and the Nets. We like the Sixers. Nets are terrible. Um, yeah, that's just pretty much that. Nets are terrible. They don't have no props on here either. Matter of fact, yeah. All right, so this is what we done cooked up so far for tomorrow. All right, just so y'all can see it. It ain't gonna. Uh, both team totals. Ooh, that would be that would be tough. That would be tough, low key. That would be tough, low key. It ain't gonna let me though. I'm not. All right. So Philly money line. Uh, Ooh, you can put that on here, or it's only gonna go on as a single. I ain't gonna lie, this would be crazy. Mm. But they gotta win by that probably. For that payout to be like that, they gotta win like that. I wanna try this. Winning margin first quarter slash winning margin final game. Final margin. Okay, so 1-3 in the first, 3-6 in the. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This looks fire. That looks fire. Why does that look so fire, chat? Chat, why does this look so fire, bro? That looks fire. Alright, yeah, we good. So fire, chat. We good. Ah, that look tough. I ain't gonna lie, but it's not. So it's not gonna let me put no players in right now. Um, I really just wanted to make it just to. We're just gonna do Philly money line. We're gonna do a simple one then. Cleveland money line. Uh, we like the Raptors. We like Utah on the spread. And let's see. The Bulls and the Knicks play again. We like the Bulls on the spread. They got the Knicks favorite again. I'm liking the Bulls with this momentum they got right now. We like the Spurs. And we like the Heat on the spread. I like this little seven leg right here. I like this little seven leg. You know what I'm saying? Plus 2707. You put 20 on that, you get 561. That ain't bad though. That ain't bad. So we got Philly, Cleveland, Toronto, Utah on the spread, Chicago on the spread, Spurs, Miami. Yes, I like that. $20 to win, 561. Oh, let me move me out the way. Yeah, I'm saying $20 to win, 561. You feel me? I like that. That ain't bad, bro. That ain't bad. I'm not mad at that at all. So this the slip. Um, you can trail it or not, pick a couple off of there or not. You know. But I'm gonna fuck around and put this in just so I can show what it does. I'm not putting it in right now because I don't feel like logging in and doing all that. Uh, I'm just do it on my phone. But yeah, yeah. So this says building a little parlay real quick. We gonna do the same thing with football too though. We gotta watch them highlights. We gotta watch them highlights. So week 9, man. We in week 9. We got the Bears and the Bengals. I like the Bengals on the. Mm, hold on. We gotta see if Burrow playing. That's what I was supposed to be doing. We gotta see if Burrow playing. I mean, not Burrow, Flacco. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. Flacco plans to start. Okay, cool. So Flacco playing. We kind of like this to go over then. We kind of like the over. Let's see. A lot of people got the under. Yeah, we kind of like this to go over. Low key. Low key, we like this to go over. It's really just about the Bears because their offense is so finicky, bro. Like Flecko has come in and proven that he can get this offense going with the Bengals. So it's just so finicky over there, bro. It's just so finicky. But yeah, we like the Bengals with Flacco playing. We like the Bengals on the spread with Flacco playing. Next game we got is the 49ers and the Giants. I like the Giants on this spread a little bit. 49ers still hella hurt and still got a lot of injuries. Um, I don't believe nobody is supposed to be back this next game. Um, they put themselves in a good position right now to be able to afford to take a couple losses. But so Ricky Pearsall is out. Yeah. So still a fairly amount of injuries. Don't know when. Said Monday. Don't intend to designate to return from reserve. Yeah. So Brandon Ayuk not coming back no time soon. Fred Warner, I believe, is out for a good amount of time, if not the year. Nick Bosa, yeah, they're super banged up right now, so they're probably gonna take a couple losses. I definitely could see the Giants winning this game. They will be without Cam Scatterbo. Cam is out for the season, but and Malik Neighbors, but I don't lack the confidence in Jackson Dart though. Jackson Dart has shown me that he can run this offense to a certain degree. Of course, he is going to still make rookie mistakes, but it's really up to his defense and what that defense decides to do, and if they step up and make plays and get to Mac Jones and make him feel uncomfortable, things like that. Without them having a lot of weapons, we know the ball is going to go to Christian McCaffrey a lot. So if they can contain C-Mac, then they might have this game. They might have this game sold up. So I like the Giants on the spread. 48 and a half. I don't like this. That's we like this to go under. That's a little bit too high for my liking. That's a little bit too high for my liking. And we got the Falcons and the Patriots. I like us. I'm a, you hear me? I like us. Don't talk my head off. But I think Michael Penix is supposed to be back. I do know Drake London got upgraded to active. I don't know if Penix is supposed to be back or not. Hopefully he is, because Kirk Cousins does not look good. Kirk Cousins does not look good. So yeah, Penix is probably gonna be back. I don't see him on here at all. So yeah, Penix is probably gonna be back. So that does give a little bit more of make it more of a game to me. I do like this secondary and what they've been able to accomplish. They haven't really been allowing a lot of points. Uh, I I'm not mad at you if you was to try to take Atlanta on the spread, but I do like us money line. I do like us money line. And with Drake London being in, I don't expect Bijan to have a third bad game in a row. He's had a bad game the last two games for sure, but I don't expect him to have a third. We do have a pretty solid defense though. We're not giving up a lot of points either. But the Falcons can get down the field with the weapons that they have. So I probably would take this game over 45. And I like us money line though. I like us money line. I feel like we just that much better on defense. I feel like that's gonna give us the advantage. The Colts and the Steelers. We like the Colts. We like the Colts money line. Uh, I'm surprised more people not taking the Steelers on the spread. I expected a little bit more than that. At this point, I recorded, I believe, like Tuesday or Wednesday. So it was like that then. So I thought it would have been a little bit different now, but the Colts just look that much better than the whole rest of the league. Now, I am surprised this spread is still as low as it is, but I think that's just defensively what they bring in, and just a slightly better Aaron Rodgers that we've been seeing. You feel me? Of course, he's still showing age, but he just look a little bit better. Him and DK have been showing a great little connection, but I still like the Colts though. The over 50 and a half. The Colts are more the team to probably have the bulk of that. Why they making it that high? The Steelers can score. They have been known to score. They're averaging 25 points a game. Hmm. I don't think neither team is going to allow a lot of things. A lot of the money is going to the under. See, people are already thinking the way I'm thinking. That just seems a little high for this game. Um, I might would move the line a little bit and then take it under, maybe like 54-ish type shit, depending on what the odds look like. But yeah, I be trying to manipulate these lines because they'll set the line at a position to where like yes, you fall for that trap, you good as gone. The Panthers and the Packers, of course, we like the Packers. I low key like the Panthers on this spread. I do know Bryce Young is coming back. They just named Rico Dowdle as the number one, which hurts me in fantasy, but I'm not tripping. Because I got Chuba, but I'm not tripping. I'm gonna try to make some moves before this trade deadline. Try to get me another running back. But um, on another note, I don't like this spread being as high as it is. The Packers do have one of the better defensive in the league, if not one of the best. Uh, but the Panthers secondary is not trash. J.C. Horn has been looking like a premier corner this year. If not the best corner, probably. I believe he has the most interceptions if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's probably leading the league in interceptions. Let's see. Um, let's just try to find him. Tied for third right now. Okay. Yeah, I knew he was up there in interceptions because he been getting picks. A lot of corners ain't been getting picks. They've been playing good, but they ain't been getting no picks. J.C. Horn going to go get that ball for sure. Uh, with them getting Christian Watson back and potentially getting I don't know. Matter of fact, I don't know if Jaden Reed is coming back anytime soon or not. Let's see, Jaden Reed. Oh nah, I forgot he had the collarbone issue too, so he probably not gonna be back no time soon. But with them getting Christian Watson back, it definitely adds a lot more to this offense. Um, bringing back your deep threat. Still having Romeo Dobbs, still having Matthew Golden. Tucker Kraft is looking like a top tight end right now. Definitely top three. Uh, I don't know, but I like the Packers. I like the Packers for this game. I don't know about the spread though. The spread is kind of throwing me. Over under 44. See, I feel like that's kind of a trap line because are the Panthers even gonna be able to move the ball down the field with the amount of pressure that the Packers can put on? Mm, that's kind of tough to me. Cause see, once the Packers get up a certain amount, they kind of hit cruise control a lot of times. I feel like they could average more points if they didn't do that. And then sometimes the offense just isn't as fluent. But right now, everybody healthy. Mm, you know what? We're just gonna say Packers. Packers money line. Vikings and the Lions. Lions by far. We don't know what we're gonna get from JJ. I'm not expecting a lot out of JJ. I'm not a JJ fan. JJ has not impressed me, not even in the slightest this year. Uh, the Lions, of course, we know gonna try to run the board up. I'm surprised this isn't 13 and a half, 13 type shit. Uh, But I do like the Lions. I do like the Lions for sure. Over under is 48. Of course, the bulk of that's gonna come from the Lions. Mm, I don't know. These are so trappy because these things could happen, but are they going to? Is the question. Are they going to? Is always the $1 million question. Lions currently 5-2 at the spread. They're 3-4 at the over under. See, those are the type of things that'll get you in a play like this because the average person isn't gonna have this available to be like, okay, since they're 3-4 at the over under, I might as well take this under, like a lot of people are doing, because they haven't been as explosive as before. They are still explosive for sure, but the Vikings defense is competent enough to be able to withstand a lot of the Lions blows. It's really just that offense. Is this offense going to score? This offense hasn't been looking good at all. Jordan Addison and Jettas are the only bright side, but they can only do but so much without really a strong run game. Jordan Mason did look like a valuable step up when Aaron Jones was out, but that dwindled down very fast, and we just haven't really seen much from Jordan Mason. Aaron Jones is back now. They're probably going to slowly wean him back into this offense. They're not really doing a lot with him. I'm expecting that to increase, but see, the Vikings are 6-1 on the over under. I believe they've been in a lot more lower over under games, not as high. See, a lot of the money going, you got to pay attention. Vegas fuck around and yeah, they want their money. That this game fuck around and be a high scoring game. Vikings. If this the score 30-22, this cashes every day of the week. That's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy part about it. And that's that spread. Hmm. But we like the Lions though for sure. Broncos and the Texans. This is gonna be a strong defensive game. I like this game to go under. I do expect a better showing from the Texans though. With the momentum that they had coming out of last game against the 49ers, that was a great game for them. They needed that game uh, for momentum, for morale, for just sure mental. You know what I'm saying? You start to get depressed, bro, when you have a very good defense and the offense can't generate nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't get down the field. Denver has been looking good because their defense is so good. It's putting Bo Nix in a lot of great positions. He has had a few comeback wins that also makes the team look that much more competent. Um, I don't know why they're the underdog, but these type of things you have to pay attention to. Every time I say it, it always comes back. Cause sometimes I go against it too. Like, you know what? Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way I'm gonna go for them being. I fall in the trap too. You feel me? Just overthinking instead of realizing like it's a reason why. I feel like a lot of that has to do with Pat Surtain being out. Pat is hurt right now, so a lot of that has to do with Pat. But this wouldn't surprise me if Houston was to cover. If Houston was to come out here and just be popping on all cylinders, Nico Collins back in the lineup, um, it just would not surprise me. This run game is starting to look a lot better with Woody Mark stepping up and being playing a vital role with Nick Chubb not really looking as good as he did before pre-injury. Now post-injury, Nick Chubb is, he's a lot more cautious. He's not really breaking off for a lot of big runs now. So, Woody Marks is stepping in and stepping up to that. But the Texans are number one in points allowed, and I believe the Broncos are like third or fourth, if not second. So this is gonna be a battle for sure. And I think the edge, Marvin Mims is gonna be out for the Broncos as well. But I think the edge, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the Texans. I'm gonna have to get the edge to them. Better defense, no major defensive injuries like PS2 being out. And that just kind of leaves the door wide open for Nico Collins coming back first game. I gotta go with the Texans. Gotta go with the Texans. Chargers and the Titans. I feel bad for the Titans. I'm gonna keep saying it, but we not gonna go against the grain with this one. Chargers all day. I don't know about this spread. Chargers do have a fairly good defense as well, not really allowing a lot of points. But this spread does still seem kind of high to me. But the Tennessee is just not looking good at all. The little bit of defensive flair that they were showing gets completely diminished when they getting three and outs left and right, and that defense is super tired before halftime. It starts to just dwell on the whole game, and just it's just a lot of things are affecting them. I do feel like coaching is a big thing too as well, and I feel like coaching is a lot to do with a lot of things going good and bad. But definitely that's one of the reasons why this is not going good over there. Definitely a new coach. And they need some weapons. There's literally no weapons over there. The only decent weapon you have is Tony Pollard, which isn't saying too much. So we like the Chargers on that game pretty heavily. Jaguars and the Raiders, one of the uglier games of the slate this Sunday, but we like the Jags. Yeah, we like the Jags. The over under is 43 and a half. I don't know if I like that. 44. Hmm. People see these setup lines. Cause see, you see where the money going to the under, but see a lot of these other lines are starting at 44. So it's like, mm, you ate all your food. You full. You sleepy. Yeah, we like the Jags though, man. We like the Jags, and I think I'm gonna take this game under. I think. I don't know. I probably would stay away from that, but we definitely like the Jags though. We definitely like the Jags money line. Saints and the Rams. I'm gonna try to finish up quick, y'all, so I can stop recording because me talking is probably keeping him up right now. The Saints and the Rams. We love the Rams. 14 though. I don't know if I like 14, but I don't think Tyler Show is gonna be able to do shit. Like I keep saying, he's no better than Spencer Rattler. That's just that on that, bro. Uh, but 14 though. Mm, I think Puka's supposed to be back. Yeah, they might pull that spread off. This might be one of the only big spreads I might go with. Actually, now that I think about it, 'cause they ain't got nobody for Puka. Saints don't have nobody for Puka. Not a single person. Which gives Devontae Adams the whole fucking field damn near. Um, better rushing game. Saints haven't really been able to stop the rush or the pass. They get plays. I feel like they're better on the rush than they are the pass, but that isn't saying much. Uh, 43 and a half. I do expect the Rams to score. Because that would be what? 25 plus 16 is what? I ain't gonna lie, my brain. What a damn. 25 plus 16 is what? Okay. So, can the Rams get 30? Can the Rams get 30, chat? I think they can get 30. I think they can get 30. Chiefs and the Bills. This is one of them tricky games too, because the Bills cannot beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, but they do play way better than them in the regular season. Um, but Kansas City has found new life with Rasheed Rice coming back. Patty is looking like he got a little point to prove. Him and playing with a little bit more aggression, um, a lot more mobile, rushing to extend them plays, move the chains. Uh, I'm not gonna say Josh Allen has regressed, but I feel like when they shy away from playing through James Cook, the offense doesn't look as fluent because there aren't any dynamic receivers over here. Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman aren't really dynamic. There's not a tight end. The tight end game is not really as good as it was last season or the season before. Um, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, even though I want Buffalo to win. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs money line. I'm gonna take the Bills to cover the spread. I do think they can keep the game close, and we're gonna go with the over. We're gonna go with the over. Get over there before you roll off the bed. Seahawks and the Commanders. We like the Seahawks. JD5 is supposed to be playing, but we not worried about that. Seahawks, one of the better teams in the NFC right now. I ain't gonna lie, Sam Darnold is one of the more accurate quarterbacks in the league. And even though they only got JSN for real, I feel like they're just leaving opportunities for other players when JSN would, if he was to have a bad game, just simply because Cooper Cup is still he's healthy right now. He catching it when they need him to. When they throw it to him, he's catching it. He's not dropping a lot of passes or missing a lot of And Sam Darnold putting it on the money. So I can't really knock nothing from this. The Commanders secondary is looking a little suspect. Uh, and even though JD is coming back, thank you, Stink. Even though JD is coming back, Terry McLaurin has hurt his quad again, so he's not going to be in. But this does leave more of an upside for Debo. So if you have Debo, I want to put a little bit on Debo. I definitely would do that. Expect him to be a heavy target in this game. But the Seahawks defense isn't shabby. It isn't terrible. So I do like this game for the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks on the spread. Over under is 48. This offense does look 10 times better with JD in the lineup, but they don't really have a good rushing game. JCM isn't he isn't really doing nothing. He isn't bad, but he isn't good either. So, and I feel like having a good run game this year is one of the do or dies for a lot of teams because not being able to run the ball, defense can just play zone all game and just kind of just wear you down like that. Because if you got any type of competent linebackers that can cover the middle and good, decent enough DBs to be able to hold down anything, if you don't have any top tier receivers in, it's just kind of like, what do you do at that point if you can't hand that ball off? Um, yeah, Seahawks. Cardinals and the Cowboys. I actually like the Cardinals on this spread. Jacoby Brissett is going to be playing, and I just feel like he's a little bit more aggressive and has a slightly better arm than Kyler Murray. Of course, Kyler Murray has better rushing upside, which is fine, and he does make good over the middle throws, but I feel like deep throws and just better football IQ because he's just been in the league longer. He is going to get some turnovers, but Dallas defense is terrible. So I'm expecting this to be a fairly closer game than it should be, considering that the Cowboys have one of the better offenses in the league, uh, if not the best offense. Uh, I like George Pickens. and CeeDee Lamb to have a phenomenal game this game, but I do think the Cardinals can keep it close. Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. They will be starting Bam Knight. They're getting low on running backs over there in Arizona, but they pulling them out though. They pulling them out for sure. Definitely like this game to go over. I probably would move this down a little bit to make it a little bit more comfortable for me. Because if not, this is gonna be super high though. This is super high. Let's see, the Cowboys giving up more points than they score, and they scoring 30 a game, which is crazy. But yeah, we like the Cardinals on the spread. I'm gonna say the Cowboys. I'm gonna say the Cowboys gonna win though. I just think they got more weapons. They got a lot more to cover for sure. But yeah, man, that's what we got for NFL Week 9. Now, let's go watch some of these highlights real quick. Let's do a little film breakdown. Chat. Y'all say a little film breakdown. Yeah, man, no game popping up. They're gonna make us go find it. They make us go find it. This was last night. So what games? Hold on. What games we supposed to be looking for? Supposed to be looking for the Kings and the Bucks. Let's see.
Marcus Johnson, Lisa Byington, Melanie Ricks with you, and a little bit of an earlier start, about 4 o'clock local time here in Milwaukee. The Megabucks starting lineup. This is the 5th different lineup for Sacramento in 6 games, shaking things up a little bit. Dylan Cardwell will get his first career start as a rookie out of Auburn. And the starting lineup, the Megabucks starting lineup for the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee is 2-1 with this lineup, with Giannis back in, Gary Trent Jr., Miles Turner, AJ Green, and Ryan Rollins rounding it out. The tip goes to Giannis immediately.
The Bucks are a little smaller than they have been, but
this Halloween weekend,
Giannis is still playing at MVP level.
Cardwell gives him a lot more size in that starting lineup.
Good pass. That was a great find. That was a great cut too.
for AJ Green. And Schroeder just with another team, 10th team in 13 years.
Good pass.
Wide open shot.
To double team low.
Ryan Rollins, one of the best teams. Oh!
Them type of dunks right there be a little scary.
It's not stopping. Good take
I was
from
wondering when Zach was gonna
He's
kick in
shooting
now.
A lot of 2-pointers here with Ryan Rollins here tonight.
Well, after you've had to deal with Draymond and Steph, you should be able to handle the skateboarder.
Here in the NBA.
His hams are.
See, this why they brought Miles Turner in. He's a younger version of Brook Lopez. You need him to come in and do just that right there.
Eventually going to start knocking down.
Leave that paint to Giannis. You got to be able to come out.
Good ball movement. Cardwell with the finish. You mentioned his size. He stands at 6'11".
Let's see.
23 years old.
Ain't nobody. That right there, though, I feel like is where Sacramento,
Ball movement. Cardwell with the finish.
they fucked up.
You mentioned his size.
Coming
He
back,
stands
everybody just standing there
at 6'11".
watching Giannis. All eyes were on Giannis. Look at everybody's eyes. Look at DeRozan eyes. Eyes all on him. and look at Sabonis. Like, bruh, we got a man. Whose man is this? Whose man is this?
23 years old. On the 14, how about this? The Bucks, 5 of 6 from 3.
The Bucks got 46 threes against Golden State without Giannis. With Giannis on the floor and the gravity he creates defensively.
Ooh.
They can surpass that number if they need
Pull
to
up.
in this game this evening. This afternoon.
Sabonis drills the jumper. You know, Doc Rivers, Marcus, has said there's been
There's guys who are 26, 27 years old. Gary Trent.
Sabonis with a right-handed finish.
Giannis must have been expecting to kick it back out.
Gary Trent Jr.
That was a great shot. That was a great rhythm shot.
7 of 9 from 3.
Oh yeah, all the way, Russ.
Gary Trent, the second, doing a great job knocking down that 3-ball this evening.
It's Westbrook. A tough 2.
Hey.
Two-handed flush.
So what he get mad at?
A tough 2.
He fell for the ghost screen. And Brett blew by you. What you wanted somebody to pick up?
Ryan Rollins, an easy 2.
Carving through the defense.
And he just took Russell Westbrook hard left.
The Russ mad now. Good shit.
Sabonis with a little bit of authority. Here comes Giannis. Crosses.
That's why all eyes be on Giannis.
Finish like only he can do.
How often do you see a guy, I don't care how tall, but be able to decelerate and then explode off that 1 foot into the cup like Giannis did on that possession?
Well, thinking about the screen, he's been the offense.
Guys, to me, is being realized because you've
It's looking like AJ Green can't stop Zach.
influence of events happening. Nice job.
Okay, so they done switched it up. They got the bench in.
Looking at a guy like Torian Prince and Kyle Kuzma, you know, TP and Kuz have been starters. They're accepting, they're coming off the bench role here so far this year. DeRozan spin move for 2 and his first points tonight.
See Sacramento leaving that. They leaving them starters in for a good little while. They ain't got a lot of bench depth, so a lot is relying on this starters. Good cut, Kyle.
Giannis minutes, and so far the Bucks are doing that, a cutting Kuz for 2.
And that's the key, a cutting Kuz. That's one of the strengths of his game. You know, forget about the ISOs, trying to take your guy one-on-one. Do your thing away from the basketball by great movement.
This is the highest scoring quarter this season. The Bucks have put up 41 and counting.
Good take.
Schroeder going
That was a great take.
And look at the three-pointer differential. 7 of 12 for the Bucks, 1 of 3 for Sacramento in this first quarter. And DeRozan.
They playing a lot of good half-court ball. They're not rushing nothing.
2-point shots.
Final few seconds of the quarter. TP launches, fires.
Good shot, boy.
He hits. The Bucks pouring it on. And on January 14th, and then again on March 22nd, with the fast break points domination, and a circus shot for Schroeder. He's recently surpassing the 20,000-point mark. And DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan is so elite going in that paint.
That's a wonderful thing. That kind of care of the basketball this far into the game.
Tough.
Did that look like a Drew Eubanks shot?
No.
You don't see too many of them too often.
That was a pro Eubanks jump hook, left shoulder.
Good take. That was a. He's smoked the beans off of that.
DeRozan looking for that mismatch. The double team Cunningham spins away from it and gets another.
See, the young bulls can't do nothing with these niggas. See, this is a game that you would pick the Bucks for, but then you think about matchups. These are vets versus a bunch of young bulls. A lot of pressure would have been put on Giannis.
And they had one chance for tomorrow. And Sabonis takes his time. Just his 10th three-point attempt here of the season. Ryan Rollins.
Good take.
What you call him, the road runner?
He great at going downhill.
Clifford gets it out. Oh, Giannis.
They cut my stream off?
Yeah, how about that?
Milwaukee, and there's Chris Ford.
Giannis soft touch. It's the rebounding numbers, too, for me. I mean, he's been the rebounding leader the last 3 years here in the league. He stands at 5th here right now. A.J. Green, another two-pointer.